Who is Ruby in the Mortal Kombat universe? Well, in today's video, I'll be talking about the history of this character, the fan theories, the potential powers, and the potential for this character to be added into a Mortal Kombat sequel. With that being said, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like videos like this. Similar to my Chrome video, we're going to be talking very in-depth about Ruby and what this character has to offer, but I'll also be making more videos on characters such as Hydro and Floyd coming soon. So if you don't want to miss those videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Make sure if you guys like this video to drop a like and comment your guys' thoughts down below on Ruby and what theories you have for this character moving forward in the Mortal Kombat universe. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Alright, let's talk history. Ruby is a character that debuted in Mortal Kombat's animated series Defenders of the Realm, which if you have not seen, I would totally recommend. It's an awesome cartoon that's in this very nostalgic style, and this is a cartoon that focuses a lot on the ninjas and the special forces characters of Mortal Kombat. We don't get to see a lot of creative projects like this from the Mortal Kombat universe, so if you're a fan of Mortal Kombat, I would definitely recommend it, especially since a lot of the episodes are on YouTube for free, so go check it out. Now, Ruby is obviously a female palette swap ninja who looks like Ermac. There's no question about that at all. This is a character that originally comes from a place called Hinpar. Hinpar was then taken over by Shao Kahn, and Ruby becomes an assassin for Shao Kahn's forces. In this episode, Jax basically gets captured by Ermac, and one of the people holding him captive is Ruby. Now, in the middle of this episode, his friends come, they try and save him. They have a little fight between Katana and Ruby, I believe, and she then has like a change of thought where she's like, you know what, maybe I'm not so bad, maybe I could be a good guy, I guess. Although, in this episode, there's some hints towards a Jax and Ruby relationship. Now, this is our biggest plot point that can help us in today's timeline. With Jax and Ruby having a potential romantic relationship, they don't dive super deep into it, but there is some hints, which is kind of weird because Ruby actually references meeting Jax's father and quote unquote took care of him. Now that kind of sounds like she killed him, so it's kind of weird that Ruby would kill Jax's father and then have a romantic relationship with him like years later. It's kind of weird, but they don't dive super deep into it into this show. Eventually, she changes her mind, she runs away with the rest of the team, and then Jax and her have a kind of heart-to-heart conversation where eventually Ruby admits to herself that she has done wrong. She doesn't think that she can go with the rest of the team, so she then stays in Outworld. So, although her mindset has changed and she wants to be a better person, a better ninja, she still stays in Outworld for the remainder of her life. After this episode, we never saw Ruby again. Until the Federation of Martial Arts. When I tell you, Mortal Kombat has made a lot of good things, trust me. This is the worst. This is easily the worst Mortal Kombat thing you will ever see in the universe. This is a web series that had probably $0 budget, and it does not hold up. If you guys want to go watch it, I would not recommend it, but you can. A lot of it's on YouTube. However, it is very bad. It's extremely bad. It's basically a web series that Mortal Kombat put out where each time a group of gentlemen or ladies would dress up like Mortal Kombat characters and fight each other for like 2 seconds. That's pretty much the entire thing. And then it was like a bracket, and there was somewhat of a story, but there's jokes that just do not hold up. The visuals don't hold up. It's so bad. Trust me. With that being said, it plays an integral part in today's video because Ruby, although not seen, was mentioned and plays a massive role in Jax's story for this horrible web series. Jax was said to be spending time with Ruby in a romantic way. What? Another Ruby and Jax fleeing? Max and Ruby? More like Jax and Ruby, am I right, guys? With that being said, Ruby is then killed. What a twist. Then people think Jax did it. What another twist. So Jax gets blamed for the murder and put on trial by the Elder Gods. And then eventually it comes out that a black dragon ninja that could shapeshift was actually the killer of Ruby, who wanted to frame Jax. Now, this is not a great story in my opinion. However, I think it's enough to lay a baseline for the future of Mortal Kombat if we were to include Ruby. So let's get into theories. Alright, so obviously the two sources for Ruby are not technically canon to the Mortal Kombat timeline, the video game timeline. However, Mortal Kombat did us a favor and actually opened up the door to new ideas like this with Liu Kang's new timeline. This is a new timeline in the video game that now has similar aspects to previous games, but opens the door for new ideas to flow in, such as characters like Ruby. Now, I would personally, if it was me, we know that the timeline will somewhat, go with what happened in the past. Eventually, Jax is going to find a romantic relationship and have Jackie. Now, in the original Mortal Kombat X timeline in the comic book, it's revealed that he has a wife, Vera, who gives birth to Jackie. However, hear me out, Vera's just a human, and she's not even a ninja. Ruby is at least a ninja. So Jax, hear me out, Ruby is the pick, trust me. So eventually, we can get Ruby, Jax, and Jackie on one roster, just like we did get, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Cassie on one roster. We can have a trio, a nice family. However, if Ruby is going to be on the roster, she's gonna need some powers, especially if she's a ninja. If she's a palette swap, she's gotta have powers. Now, this is the best part because she has no powers as far as we know, so we get to be super creative here. Now, if it was me personally, I would like to see her adapt some things from her home realm called Hinpar. Hinpar, like I said, was taken over by Shao Kahn. However, she's from Hinpar. Hinpar is a realm of endless night. What does that mean? It means that it's probably super, super dark there. So it'd be really cool if her people could eventually learn to reflect any light that they were getting so they can have light manipulation. This would be really cool because the reflection of light is something that a gemstone like Ruby already does in the real world. She can have powers that not only relate to her name, Ruby, but Ruby can also reflect light, which makes sense with her original realm, which is made of endless night. It would make sense for her people to learn a ability that allows them to move light. It just makes sense, and it'd be really cool being able to see a character that can do this since we do not have one right now. This is a palette swap ninja that could actually have new abilities that we've never seen before. Now, as for the actual representation of this character, I personally would love to see more Ruby fans out there. That's why I'm making this video, because I want smaller characters like Chrome, like Ruby, like Hydro, and Floyd, like I'll be talking about soon. I want these characters to have more of a chance to be in a game. Mortal Kombat is a universe that has plenty of opportunity to make new and fresh and creative ideas, and Ruby is one of those characters that has the opportunity to do that while also making sense in the timeline, character-wise, game mechanic wise. So with that being said, I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below on this character. Do you guys think this character should even be in a game? Do you think that my ideas are stupid? You guys can let me know in the comments. But if you guys think they are stupid, I want to hear what you guys would want to be better. And maybe in a future video, we can revisit Ruby and bring in what you guys would like to see from this character, like you did with Chrome. With that being said, if you want to see more Mortal Kombat videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as I'm trying to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We are super, super close, by the way. We only need like 1,000 more subscribers and then we are there. So if you want to help me with that, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Have fun, be respectful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.